Welcome to Let's Talk Pets with your host, Linda Weston, right here on News Talk 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
Good Saturday morning, everyone, and welcome to Let's Talk Pets, a fun program. Very happy to be part of the fabulous Hub family lineup of programs. I'm Linda Weston, your host from Friends of Cookeville, Putnam County Animals, a nonprofit, totally volunteer support group for the Cookeville, Putnam County Animal Shelter. This morning, my co-host, Sarah Hollick-Webb from Friends of Cookeville, Putnam County Animals, is with me in the studio, and we have several wonderful guests for you to meet today. We have Paula and Steven Hines from a new company you're going to love called Paws Pet Bakery right here in Cookeville. And also we have our good friend and fellow Friends of Cookeville Putnam County Animals board member, Mendy Sisko, with us, who's going to talk to us today about making crafts for shelter pets, which we know you'll all want to do, right? So now before we get started, let's take a minute and thank our sponsors who make this show possible.
We are grateful to Pet Supplies Plus in the Walmart Shopping Center.
And Copeland Veterinary Hospital on 10th Street with 24-hour emergency service.
And Cumberland Pet Essentials, offering pet grooming, styling and a spa, holistic foods, nutritional counseling, and a pet boutique located in 142 South Willow in the Willow Tree Plaza.
And Friends of Cookeville, Putnam County Animals. So many thanks to each of these groups. So now we get to say good morning to Paula, Steven, and Mendy, and welcome to Let's Talk Pets.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Well, we're glad to have you all here with us. Let's start with you, Paula and Steven, and your new business called PS, and I gather the PS is Paul and, and Steven. Okay, yes. Good deal. So your new business is called PS Paws Pet Bakery. So we need to know about all the yummy things available at this bakery.
Well, we have dog treats right at the moment. We're still working on treats for other types of animals, but right now we're focusing on the dogs. And we have dog treats in flavors, peanut butter crunch, pumpkin, apple oatmeal, and our loaded treat, which is one of our signatures, and that's a combination of all the flavors together.
Oh, yum.
And it's a very popular one, too. The peanut butter is one of the more popular ones as well.
Well, Paula, are the treats, you brought us a wonderful package here. It's they're heart-shaped cookies in cute paw print cellophane bags. So are all the treats cookies, or are they different types of treats?
Those are just some special made treats that we have. Normally our treats come in bone shaped.
Oh, cute.
And we have them in different sizes. We have small, medium, and large. We sell them in 6 and 12 ounce bags, and like Steven said, the different flavors. So are there the small would be really small little dog bones? Is that? They're what, maybe inch and a half, something like
okay.
that.
Yeah. Okay, great.
Well, it's nice to know that to have things that are locally sourced. We really love being able to have cool things like this in our area, and where we know that it's good ingredients and not overly processed and hasn't sat in a warehouse for the last 5 years or whatever. So it's nice to have a nice direct connection like that. But how did you guys get started in this?
Well, when we first got together, she had dogs, I have dogs, so we had hers, mine, and ours.
Oh, all right.
And then we adopted some shelter pets as well, because we're all about helping the shelters out. At the time, we had 9 dogs, and we had some issues with them with their food, so we started looking at ingredients, tried a couple of different brands until we found one that our dogs really liked. But then we were looking at treat ingredients as well, and it kind of got us on our path that we're on now, as far as I wonder if we could make something a little better than what we're buying in the stores. So that's kind of what got us started.
9 dogs with all different kinds of issues, and so we wanted to make sure that there was something, that we could give them that we knew was going to be good for them, and not just what we purchase over the counter. So
wow. So do you make the
we do
everything right in your home?
Yes.
Yeah, we have our kitchen set up in our home.
Great.
We have some commercial equipment and some high-end residential equipment that we use, and we've been very blessed. Some of these items almost just fell in our laps, literally.
Oh, great. So the dogs that you currently have, your 7, are they big, little? Who are they?
Both. We have them from big, about 140 pounds, down to about, 10?
10, 12, yeah.
Yeah, 10, 12.
So the answer is all of the above.
Yes. We have
Sounds like you, Sarah.
It's kind of familiar.
A very good mix of dogs. So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
We've got Milo's a Yorkie. He's probably our smallest. Harpo is a Bichon. Dolly is a Terrier mix.
Yeah, Terrier.
And then
Oscar
is a mini pincher Chihuahua mix.
Oh, gosh.
And
Interesting.
then, Isabel is our shepherd mix, and she's the mama of Sarah, who is a pit boxer mix, and Simon, who is
he's a pit mix too.
Pit mix too.
Labman.
Great.
And
Great.
surprisingly, they all get along pretty well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's nice.
We had a couple more. We lost one a couple of years ago to cancer. She was our chocolate lab, and then we had another one we just lost this spring to heart issues. So,
Well, they are fortunate dogs to have found a home with you guys.
yes, they're all
that's
rescue
great.
shelter pets.
That's
so.
great. Well, Mendy, we'd like you to jump in here now too, because when I was at the shelter, you were there. Mendy is one of our fabulous volunteers at the shelter, really. And so when I was there the other day, Mendy was opening up these really cute bags of treats for the dogs, and they were your bags. So tell us about that.
Well, it's always great to get good donations at the shelter. And these treats are especially nice. They're beautifully packaged, and the dogs really, really love them. And it makes a big difference to be able to walk down the kennels and have something special for each and every dog every day that I'm there. So we appreciate your donation.
Well, it's so cute when you're at the shelter and the dogs are all coming to the front of the shelter, the front of their little cage to get a bone or a treat of some kind. It's just really a sweet thing to see. And I think for other clients who are, or customers who are walking through the shelter looking for pets, it just softens the whole situation. It makes the pets more calm and enjoyable, and then the people go, oh, what a cute dog, let's look at that dog.
Yeah, it does. And not only is it a wonderful gesture and it's an incredible donation, but like Linda was starting to say, there's science behind it, and it's called enrichment. And we know that shelters are often very much lacking in canine, especially enrichment, because these animals they're confused. They don't know how they've ended up. They kind of feel like they're in jail probably if we had to put ourselves in their position, and they don't know what's going on. So to have something special given to them by one of the shelter staffers that they see walking up and down the aisle, or by one of the volunteers walking up and down the aisle, it enhances the good human pet interaction that happens in the shelter, and it doesn't always makes them want to come to the kennel gate in a positive way whenever people are looking at them, rather than being so scared and cowering in the corners. That's something we don't want our pets to do, because it makes them, of course, less adoptable. It doesn't mean that they're bad pets at all, but certainly, if you see a scared dog, sometimes you think, oh, maybe that wouldn't be as good for my family. So this type of enrichment is really, really wonderful for our shelter pets.
Exactly. And, not only it makes the shelter, the kennel area, they're kind of quiet, because
That's rare.
They all know that a treat's coming, and they're all like really cute coming to the cage or the front of their gate to get their treat. So, yeah, it's a very nice thing. And as Sarah said, enrichment is so important for them, because they're in this small area all day, except when they can get out. And luckily, we've got a wonderful playground for shelter pets called the Hank and Beth Manley Shelter Dog Playground. That's just in back of the shelter. I don't know if you've seen that or not, but
No, I've not seen that. Wow.
well, when we built the shelter, we knew we were going to have an off-leash dog park in the front of the shelter, but we couldn't let the shelter pets go into that one because they don't know their names. So how would you get them back into the right places? So Hank and Beth Manley donated the underwriting to create, and it's a lovely, actual, nice area in the back of the shelter. It's quite large. And it's so cute because when the shelter dogs go out there, what's the first thing they do? Do they play around with each other? No.
They sniff.
They sniff. They go around the perimeter of the fence and they sniff every inch of it. And then they play, and there's a little pool back there for them to go into. And so it's cute. Yeah, it's very cute. So I guess.
Yeah. So Paula, tell us about how we get these treats. Do you guys have a website?
Yeah.
How do we obtain these?
Yes, we have a website, pspaws.com. We also are on Facebook and Instagram. We have our number is 931-450-8183 if you wanted to call. There's several ways that you can.
So how are they delivered? So is there a central location? Oh, Steven's raising his hand.
The deliverer.
Steven's the delivery boy. But is there a location where people can pick them up throughout the week or on certain times, or are they brought to your door, or what? How does that whole process work?
We just make it convenient for them, whatever is best for them. A lot of times he does it. He'll do it at work. He takes them to work and meets people there, and I meet people out, or we deliver to homes if it's here in Putnam County. We deliver. We also have shipping that we do.
We also do a $5 flat rate shipping, and then anything over $50 is free shipping.
Right.
So let's tell people one more time how to reach you guys, because I think this sounds interesting and folks will want to give you a call.
Okay.
So phone number?
Phone number is 931-450-8183. We also have a website, pspaws.com.
Cute. Very cute.
And we're on Facebook and Instagram.
We actually get a lot of people instant messaging us too.
Yes. Yeah, we do.
Well,
we have treats, we have cookies, we do cakes. We have like birthday and gotcha day cakes. We do a lot with that.
Mm-hmm.
So,
well, how fun is that? It's just so great that you started this business and it's all about the pets, and you're very qualified to do this because you have a bunch of pets that I'm sure enjoy these. So yeah, these sound great. So folks, if you're looking for a new pet treat, a good healthy pet treat for your pet, give them a call or check them out on Facebook, or on, what is it, pspaws.com.
yes.
Great.
Yes.
Well, we just need to take a little break. Thank you guys so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
This is going to be really, really fun to see how this takes off. So folks, we're going to take a little break. Don't go away, because we will be right back with more Let's Talk Pets on News Talk 107.7 and 1400, The Hub.
Copeland Veterinary Hospital is a full-service veterinary hospital, including 24-hour emergency assistance, and is located at 821 East 10th Street in Cookeville, focusing on providing the highest quality care to clients and patients through our devotion to client communication, commitment to excellent medical care, and use of innovative diagnostics. Founded in 1970, our veterinarians and support staff can provide a progressive, beneficial, and effective impact on your pet's health. Open Monday through Thursday, 7:30 a.m. to 7:30 p.m., Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m., Saturdays from 8 a.m. to noon, and closed on Sunday.
Pet Supplies Plus, located in the Walmart Shopping Center on South Jefferson, is open 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily, specializing in pet foods, treats, and edible chews, pet toys, and apparel, pet supplies of all kinds, grooming and health, as well as flea and tick items, offering all major brands and a large selection of natural foods and treats made in the USA. Fish, reptiles, ferrets, and other very small pets available.
Cumberland Pet Essentials has been serving Middle Tennessee since 1989, offering dog and cat grooming and styling. In their natural pet market, they sell dog and cat supplies, accessories, and high-quality trusted brands of food and treats. Owner Karen Rataco is an ISCC certified pet stylist and a certified pet nutritionist. She offers free nutritional counseling, helping owners make healthier choices for their pets. Their store hours are Monday through Saturday, 8 to 5 p.m., located at 142 South Willow Avenue in the Willow Tree Plaza. Give them a call, 931-528-7711, Cumberland Pet Essentials.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Pets with me, your host, Linda Weston, and Cookeville Putnam County Animals Vice President Sarah Hollick-Webb on News Talk 107.7 and 1400 The Hub. So if you're just tuning in, Sarah and I were talking today with Paula and Steven Hines from a fun new business called Paws Pet Bakery right here in Cookeville. And if you missed hearing about this great new venture of theirs, please remember that you can go to our YouTube channel and catch any of our last shows. So all you have to do is just Google youtube.com and then type in C/PC Animal Friends. It stands for Cookeville/Putnam County Animal Friends. And then you just select the show you want to hear. So it's really a fun way. If you've missed a show or you want to hear it again or you want to recommend it to somebody, check it out on youtube.com.
But right now, we have our good friend Mendy Sisko here with us.
Yeah.
And she is just a special volunteer and, of course, a board member with us at Friends of Cookeville Putnam County Animal Shelter. But she's a regular at the animal shelter.
That's right. They know her.
Yes. And she wants to talk to us about a really special day that's coming up that's called National Crafts for Your Shelter Day on July 21st. So, Mendy, tell us more about this.
Well, this day was founded in 2012 by some folks who really just wanted some fun treats for animals residing in the shelter. So to just make some simple crafts at home that you can donate and inexpensive, because the pets just really, really enjoy getting some new toys to play with.
Well, it's a wonderful idea because many shelters are faced with a full house during these spring, summer months. Isn't that right, Sarah?
It is.
Due to a combination. Well, it's actually a combination of kitten season, which we are over the top,
yes,
flowing with kittens right now at our shelter, and stray pets brought in, and also owner-surrendered pets.
Well, and what we were talking about earlier with Steven and Paula about the pet treats, we had briefly touched on enrichment. And so when we get toys like this and fun things like this into the shelter, it is so great for our shelter animals. You have to remember that the shelter can be a really scary place for pets. And so to be able to have things that are fun, that are distracting for them, that kind of get out some energies, both physical and mental, is really great for them.
Absolutely. So, Mendy, we need you to tell everyone at home about some fun, simple things that they can make in preparation for July 21st, National Make a Craft Day for your shelter.
Well, some of the simplest things to make are just things you use right from your home. For instance, we take paper towel holders or toilet paper holders and fill them with treats and just crimp them on the end. And when the kitties bat these around, then treats eventually will fall out. And they really enjoy that. And it's probably stuff you're going to throw away anyway, so it's good to use those at the shelter. We also use things like yarn to make pom-poms for the kitties, and then something for the dogs that they enjoy are some tug toys, and you can make those by using just some old t-shirts cut into strips, or cotton rope, or just leftover fabric, fleece, just braiding it together and knotting it on the ends. And the dogs really enjoy a nice tug toy. And then when they're worn out, of course, we can throw them away.
Well, and I bet some of them get worn out immediately.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, Sarah, remember we were talking about kitties, I think it was last week. Some really like catnip and others not so much. But you can put in, when Mendy was talking about the paper towel rolls, you can put catnip in some of those and then crimp the ends. And if that cat likes catnip, you're in.
Yes, absolutely.
That's it. And the great thing about everything that Mendy just mentioned is that it's really just free stuff. It
right.
costs nothing to make. It's often stuff that is trash or refuse in our homes that we would just throw away. These old T-shirts, the toilet paper rolls, the paper towel rolls, all of that stuff. It's typically stuff that we would throw away. So it's really great that it's free. It's easy stuff to make, and we kind of have to have disposable things at the shelter. As the animals cycle in and out, the toys need to be sanitized or thrown away. And so the great things about this is when they have lived their life, when the kennels are sanitized and cleaned and ready for the next pet, then these can just be thrown away and we can be ready for the next pet to come in with a new fresh toy. And so that's why it is so important that we have a good supply of these, because as we know, the shelter doors, it's a revolving door, and there's constantly pets coming in and out, new faces every single day, often every hour of the day that we see new pets come in.
Well, the other thing I saw that kitties go wild about the other day at the shelter, when Mendy and I were there, we found some little plastic balls. I mean, small, like the size of ping pong balls. And some of them have little rattle things inside, and some are just like wiffle balls, with holes. And we just threw a couple into all the different cages, and those kittens just had a ball. I mean, they just go crazy with stuff like that. And it's so simple.
Exactly.
So if you're in a spot in a store where you can buy bulk ping pong balls or little plastic balls, do that and just drop them off. We always can use them. And what are some other supplies that the shelter could use? I know you said pipe cleaners at one point.
The pipe cleaners, the ping pong balls, and the plastic shower curtain rings.
Yes,
you can buy in a package for nothing.
$1 at the dollar store.
We hang
those
20. We hang those on the kitty condos, and they love batting at those, and they can be washed through our dishwasher, so we can reuse those over and over.
And I've seen the toilet paper cardboard tubes cut in like 2-inch strips, and then you tie is it a pipe cleaner or a piece of yarn or something around that and attach it to the cage? And they love that.
It's a pipe cleaner, and then we attach it to the kitty condo door, and then they bat on the things hanging there.
Well, these are all just really cute and wonderful ideas, there's so many ways to help the shelter. And one of the ways that we love is, of course, through donations, and the shelter is needing lots of donations right now. There's a need for food, there's a need for these wonderful toys and crafts, bleach, puppy pads, all kinds of fun things. But one of the really wonderful ways that you can help the shelter is through volunteering. And Mendy, you're one of our key volunteers there.
Yes, we do need volunteers in every area of the shelter, whether it's at the front desk answering the phone, the kitty condo room, or if you would just like to hang out with the dogs and walk them, is always a great help.
And so, volunteering is vital for the shelter, for the animals in the shelter. So we're just so grateful for people like Mendy and anyone else that wants to learn about volunteering. And it's just a fun way to help the shelter pets. And it can be done completely on your schedule with, whatever your gifts and whatever your talents are and wherever you feel called, whatever area you feel called to volunteer in. So if you want to learn a little bit more about volunteering or start to work through that process, stop by the shelter and pick up an application, or just give them a call at 526-DOG. She'll talk to somebody like Mendy on the phone that can kind of enlighten you some more on what the volunteering really looks like at the shelter.
And the neat thing about volunteering is you kind of set your own pace. You set your own schedule. You can come an hour or 3 hours, or at 6 in the morning, or not 7 at night, but 3 in the afternoon, let's say.
Yes, you can set your own schedule. We appreciate, any amount of time that someone could volunteer.
And one of the other things that we really kind of want to slip in right now is that if you're at all interested in one of the wonderful ways you can volunteer is to write from your home, and that's through Kitten Fostering. And so right now there are kittens still pouring in the shelter doors. And what we are really looking for is people that want to open up their homes for really just a couple weeks to a litter of kittens. Often they come with mom. Mom comes with them, and mama cat does most all of the work. And you just have to provide a clean, safe environment for these babies that are really too small to be in the shelter, and they're not old enough to be spayed or neutered yet, or have their full set of shots and vaccines yet. So if you could just kind of provide a place for them to land, the shelter will help you with health checks. They will help provide food and supplies for you, lots of guidance and lots of good advice. And if you've never had a litter of kittens, it's a ball. It is a lot of fun, and they're honestly a lot easier than what you would expect. So you hear something like, "Oh, this mom came in with 5 kittens." It's not as hard to corral these babies as you would expect. A good crate, a good, safe, clean spot for them, and that's about all you need. Food, water, and some love, and you've got the right ingredients for it to be a great foster home. So if you have any love for our feline friends, then consider fostering kittens.
Well said, because, our shelter has even taken a small room in the shelter and turned it into a maternity ward for the cats and kittens. So this would be a perfect thing, for somebody to foster that mom and those kittens, because, and Sarah, you can speak to this very well, that, there's just a lot of infectious stuff that comes through the shelter, that these little kittens, they don't have the immunity to get through.
Yeah, just like you wouldn't want to take your baby to the mall or leave, your infant child in these highly populated areas. That's the same reason we don't want these young kittens in a highly populated place like the shelter, where you have new animals coming and going every day. They don't have the immunity for it, and they're not old enough to have vaccines yet. So we want them to go into nice, safe homes where they can have a nice, quiet environment to mature and be socialized as well.
Exactly. Well, you know what to do, folks. You can help by fostering, by volunteering, or simply by collecting toilet paper rolls and paper towel rolls and making toys for the shelter. Make some tug toys for the dogs. These pets will love it. Will love it, love it, love it. So you can also, if you Google pet toys, making pet toys, there are all kinds of ideas on there that you can check out too. So you know what to do. Thank you, Mendy, for all that you do at the shelter.
Well, you're welcome.
Well, you're a blessing there, really.
Well, thank you. I enjoy it.
Well, folks, remember that the kitten adoption event is still happening. Remember, it's a buy one, get one free event, because we've got lots of cats and kittens. So check that out. Dog Days of Summer adoption event is just beginning. It's sponsored by Apex Podiatry, LLC. So if you're interested in getting a puppy or a dog, please do stop in the shelter. One thing I want to say about adopting a kitty, how many times do people come in at Christmas and say, I want to adopt a kitten for Christmas? And we don't have kittens at Christmas.
And we don't adopt a kitten for Christmas.
We have them now. So anyway, okay, folks, start making your playthings. Get them ready for the shelter. And that is our show for today. Thank you, Mendy, for being with us. And thanks to Paula and Steven, who let us know. Sarah, what did they tell us as they were just leaving?
Yeah, so the wonderful thing about their treats is that, everything is made with really well-sourced ingredients. It's a very holistic product, and it's really nice to have, not all the additives and the preservatives in your treats. And so that was one of the things that they wanted to mention. So we're so glad to have a source like that here in Cookeville.
So check them out. That's PS Paws Pet Bakery, and it's pspaws.com if you want to go on their website. So, folks, if you have questions or comments, please do email them to us at putnamcountypets@gmail.com. In the meantime, we're wishing everyone a perfect weekend and hope you'll join us here next Saturday on News Talk 107.7 and 1400, The Hub.
Friends of Cookeville Putnam County Animals is a 501c3 nonprofit, all-volunteer support group for the Cookeville Putnam County Animal Shelter. For more information, visit www.friendsofcpcanimals.org.